What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, who's thirsty? Alright, so today we are gonna unveil my entire summer 2018 collection as well as the Thirsty palette. But good lord, we have to talk about something real quick before we dive in because it is June 1st and hello June, how are you? Happy Pride Month. I am so excited because literally today, about 1 second ago, the Equality Mini Velour Liquid Lipstick Rainbow Bundle just went on sale. So bam, this is finally out, you guys. I am so excited for this because it is something that has been in the works for a long time. I am so excited about this because this has an array of shades. Of course, you guys will get 8 shades, all in the minis, perfect for traveling. This retails for $52. So for this, I teamed up with the LGBT Center of Los Angeles and we are doing a beautiful, amazing thing for charity where a lot of the proceeds from this will be going to their charity and their organization. There is more info, of course, down below and you can click it and shop right now. So we are going to be filming in a few weeks, dropping off the check from the proceeds. So I am so excited to be a part of this and I love giving back. So if you want to learn more, please go to the description box. Now, let's dive in to summer. Alright, now we all know why you're all here. You want to see the Thirsty palette and you want to see inside. So let's jump right into it. Now the Thirsty palette has 15 shades and bam, the unit carton looks like this. Now this summer, I wanted to do something a little different. Now you all know I have done summer twice now. Now let's do a quick recap. Now 2015, everything was in the yellow cap. Now there was no yellow lip scrubs, there was no palettes, it was literally just liquid lipsticks and my brand was very young. So everything was very yellow and Watermelon Soda became such a hit, it is now in the permanent collection. So what did we do for 2017? Everything was baby pink chrome and of course we had lip scrubs, we had these, we had lip ammo and it was just a chrome extravaganza. But summer 18, I thought let's switch it up a little bit, let's go really bright again but in a different hue and let's just mix it up because we all have different versions of what summer is. This is the Jeffree Star version. Let's dive into the Thirsty palette. Now, as I said, this does have 15 shades and the pan sizes are identical to what you saw in the Blood Sugar palette. So you guys are like, bitch, shut up and open that damn box. Right, let's open this up. Of course, the unit carton is very orange and ice cream with water droplets all over it and the palette does have water droplets on it as well. So do all the unit cartons for this collection. So bam, here is the Thirsty palette. So let's open her up, say hello to my 4th palette, Thirsty. Oh my god, just staring at it just makes me so, I'm like sweating because I worked so hard on this palette and I am so excited for you guys to see it. So let's dive in and let's take a closer look. So as you guys see, of course, there are 10 matte shades and I'm sure you're all looking in the middle like, what is that amazingness? Now this is a new formula for my brand. I like to call it a more ultra metallic with a little bit of glitter. It's different, it's a hybrid, and it's also softer than my mattes and my previous metallics from Blood Sugar and Androgyny. So I'm sure you're wondering, where is the star logo in the middle row? These are all to dive in with your fingers with synthetic brushes, and the formula is a little bit more soft, and I never want to compromise anything for you guys quality-wise. So I did not do a star imprint into the formula because it was going to make it a little loose and weird, so they are packed and pressed to perfection. Now, before we even go over all the shades, Filthy Rich is this beautiful gold one right here, and that is what you are seeing on my lid. It is very blinding, and I like to take my flash like we're all out in the sun. By the way, peep that new highlight. Yes, bitch, coming very soon, Supreme Frost. All right, so let's get back into Thirsty. Now, we are gonna go from top all the way to the bottom. We're gonna do swatches, we're gonna talk about the colors. I also wanna note that this matte formula in the palette is a little different than Blood Sugar. I tried to perfect it even more with less fallout. Now, I know a lot of you are like, less fallout. I know it's very tricky with rainbows and bright shades, but I tried to perfect it even more in the lab and give you guys something where you can really dive in, where it wasn't gonna just coat your face. Not that any of my other palettes do that, but I'm always trying to improve and make everything perfect for you guys. I'm just gonna say one thing, and I've said it in a million videos, I think that doing swatches with your fingers is really not great. I talked about it in Blood Sugar, and there was kind of a mixed feedback in the beginning, and then once everyone started to get their palettes, they fully understood stood. A lot of bright shades when you dig in with your fingers. Now, of course, all of our fingers have different types of oils on them. It's different if you washed your hands right away. What is it gonna feel like, or how is it gonna apply? I just think that you don't really apply shadows with your fingers unless you're doing like a metallic like this, where you can like go bam and bam. Everything else, you're gonna use brushes, right? We're gonna blend to filth. So a lot of the times I don't like to dig in, because remember, like a few shades in blood sugar, you did it with your finger, you swatched it, and a lot of people are like, huh, it looks a little chalky. And then on a brush, it's like bam and crazy. So same thing here. I am gonna do them with my fingers and just show you guys how they look. Now, of course, all these shades are super pigmented. I'm not insecure about them, but I just wanna note, you guys, that I think when people do finger swatches with like really brights, it's always gonna be mixed feelings. But let's dive in. So, of course, the first shade that you see is called Parch. Don't you just want a glass of water right now? Now, Parched is a really good color to just put down on your brow bone, on your lid, all over before you do any shades. All right, I hate ruining the star pans, but here is shade Parched. It is very light, very fair, but really good for all over the lid. Let's move on to shade Tastebuds. Oh, one of my favorites. And of course, next to it is Beige. Now, when I first got this sample back from my lab, that's exactly what I said. It was so, first of all, let's dive into Tastebuds. Good morning. It is a beautiful baby coral shade. Now, bitch, next to it, of course, you have, every time you say it, you just gotta say, bitch. It is bright. I was about to dive in again, but you don't need to. So these three are so cute together. It's like a creamsicle fantasy. Now, when I first got this lab sample, I opened it up and I literally was like, so happy and so pleased. Now these two are on my eyes right here. The shade next to bitch is called Kumquat, which, funny story, besides the sexual innuendo, I used to have a kumquat tree in my backyard growing up. Here is what this shade looks like. Here, I'll just hold them all up right here. Hi, face. And then of course, the darker shade next to Kumquat is called Stroke. And honestly, this row, you could create a few looks just with those by itself. Let's take my thumb, and you can see they are very matte and very pigmented. Now, I also want to show you guys that when you put it next to your skin, these mattes are really good in blending. So as I go back and forth with my finger, you see, bam, there's no weirdness, there's no chalkiness, there's no streakiness. So even with finger swatches with this neon, there is a lot of pigment. Just gotta put Kumquat up here because I love that shade. Oh, it's like pumpkin meets like fantasy, I don't even know. This row alone is probably one of my favorites. All right, so the second row is of course the new formula that we were just talking about. All right, let me clean my fingers off because I really want to swatch all of these for you so you can see how blinding and beautiful they are. All right, hands are washed. Now let's dive into the middle row. Now, this of course, as I mentioned, is a new formula. I'm gonna go outside and show it to you in the sun because sometimes the beauty lights make things a little like less blinding when it comes to like highlighters and glitter type of stuff. I know this is looking really crazy and great, but I do wanna, hi lid, I do wanna show you guys outside as well. So let's get started. The first shade is called Divine, one of my favorite words. And then we have Filthy Rich, Lick, Snatched, and Plunge. So, of course, let's take our fingers and let's just do one little swipe. Because I know a lot of you are like, okay, you went like this a bunch of times. With one little swipe, you get full coverage. Once you do once or two more, girl, full coverage. Now, let's dive into Filthy Rich. Now, today what I did is I took my finger and I literally just went like this, and I pressed it right on my lid, and it gives you full opacity right away. All right, let's dive into Lick, a gorgeous topaz color. There she is. Oh, hi. Anyone a Scorpio? Topaz is your birthstone, bitch. Now, let's dive into Snatched, a more pinky champagne color. See, I'm doing too much. I'm like, girl, you can see it in the pan, like you don't need much with this formula. Let me just show you. So when you take this, you just take it on your hand and literally, bam. Like, y'all see that? Like, hi, good morning, how are you? I did a little bit much. Of course, you can do less. You can do it with a wet synthetic brush. You can do it with a dry brush. But these are ultra blinding. Hi, gold. Look at Filthy Rich. Looks so pretty. All right, let me do the silver one because I love this one. This is like Silver Surfer from fucking Marvel. Hi. Oh, I mean, this is a look with those three right there, baby. Let's put Lick down. Oh my God. That on the lid though, what's good? And then of course we have Plunge. Oh, I just love the glitter reflex in this. It's stunning. All right, now let's quickly go outside and show you guys how they look. All right, here are the 5 ultra metallics swatched in the beautiful Calabasas sunshine, and they are so reflective and stunning. As you can see, a little went a long way, and I am obsessed with how this formula turned out. All right, so let's get into the bottom row. Is it my favorite row? Maybe. I just love bright colors, you guys, and I think that it was definitely time to add on to the color list of shades that I had to make. Now, I know a lot of you have been begging and pleading for a yellow. Hello, the yellow is here, and it's on, of course, my eye. So we have Quench right here. We have Subtle, which is a more medium, cool tone brown, and then all the way at the end we have Drizzle, which is a really dark, beautiful chocolate brown, which is a lot more warmer than Dominatrix in the Androgyny palette. So also we have Submerge, the hot blue you all saw sneak peeked on Instagram, and now we have Splash, a gorgeous matte teal. So let's dive in with our fingers here. Now Subtle, girl, perfect in the crease. Do not try her. She is very ultra matte. Now, of course, Quench, which is all over here and in my eye. It is gorgeous. It's bright. It is not for the faint of heart. Hello. Now, a lot of you may be saying, hey, the yellow on your finger looks a little different than right here. It's because I mixed and matched a lot of the shades. I was packing on the yellow, and then I was taking, let me just show y'all. I was taking Tastebuds and Beige, and I was just kind of mixing and blending them all together. So Quench is very bright, and it can be very bright on its own, but it looks gorgeous when you mix and match. Now next to it is Submerge, girl. The brightest blue I could make. I mean, let's just rub it on my hand real quick. So Submerge is very matte, very pigmented, and very blue. Bam, there she is. Let's see how the yellow looks. You guys know I hate finger swatches, but here we go. Ooh, yes, yellow. All right, and then we have Subtle over here. I'm just gonna like rub it in like I'm blending. Ooh, yes, honey. All right, let's dive into the last 2 shades. Of course, we have Splash over here. Let's dip in my pinky. Hello, Splash. And then we have Drizzle. Oh, my favorite brown I think I've made thus far. And there she is. All right, Splash looks so good on its own with the brown shades or even with the glitters. Like, it is very bright. Now, of course, Drizzle over here. Let's just rub this in with my thumb. Hi. Bam! Oh, so pretty. Now, just like I said a long time ago with the Beauty Killer palette, 2 years is not a long time. In my head it is. It feels like 10 years ago. But what I did with that palette is I covered some of the neon shades because some people do get a little like, oh my god, there's some brights. Literally, you just cover this right here, girl. Bam. But of course, I love bright shades. I love incorporating them with neutrals and warm tones and cool tones, and I'm just so excited about this palette. So the final few tidbits about this is that it will retail for $48. Of course, the Thirsty palette and the entire summer collection will be launching June 16th. I don't even think I've said the release date yet. Oh my god. All right, everything will be out June 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you don't know your time zones, you better Google it. All right, you guys, so besides the Thirsty palette, there is a lot of accessories. There is actually 8 Velour liquid lipsticks, 3 Velour lip scrubs. So let's get to swatching. All right, so obviously, one of the accessories that is coming with the Summer 18 collection is a brand new colorway in the Star handheld mirror. We'll call it Creamsicle Orange, of course, just like the Thirsty palette has a beautiful little popsicle on it. Yummy! Liquid lips. First of all, I'm wearing one. I'm about to insert some footage of me finishing swatching this shade. This is 1 out of 8 Velour liquid lips that are launching, of course, with the entire summer collection. Now, the packaging, like I mentioned, is all very wet looking with droplets all over it. We have bright orange packaging with holographic Star logo. Hey! And now the first shade I'm wearing, here's all the names, you guys. Ooh, don't see them yet. Okay, so the first shade I'm wearing is called Soft Serve, and she looks like this. I love this color. It's pulling a little more peachy on me because I am very fair and my eye makeup is very bright, but it is a peachy, gorgeous nude. All right, the next shade is called Quarrel Fixation, and it is a stunning, very vibrant, of course, bright neon coral. I love this shade. It was definitely something that was missing from my brand, and I just wanted something that was gonna just scream, summer, I'm here. I mean, not for the faint of heart. Alright, here's Quarrel Fixation Swatched, probably one of my favorites and most vibrant from the collection. Alright, the next shade, number 3 out of 8, is called Thirst Trap. Yes ma'am, this shade is a stunning metallic beige champagne. And girl, this one, wait till you see this red shade that's about to hit. This, I've been ombreing these two for a minute, good lord. But this one by itself is so stunning. Now, Thirst Trap is very reflective and it really like makes a statement. So here it is, swatched and dried. All right, the next shade is called Fudge Pop, and it is a stunning, beautiful, warm tone metallic brown. Now, I haven't done a metallic in this type of color yet. We have No Tea, No Shade, we have Pussy Whipped, we have now Thirst Trap, so now Fudge Pop will be in the family. And girl, this one is so pretty. I've been wearing this secretly off camera for a while with very minimal makeup. Slap on a bold lip, you're ready to roll. Alright, here is Fudge Pop, swatched and dried down. Now when it is really dry, you can take your finger, just kind of go like this, and it kind of activates the glitter to come a little bit more forward. As you can see, it is really reflective. Oh, I love Fudge Pop. This next shade is an ode to my hometown where I was born. This shade is called Huntington Beach. Of course, that is a city in California. Born and raised, baby, OC. Now this shade is probably the brightest and most obnoxious in the collection. And you know me, I always gotta have some bright ass shit in my collection, so let's give her a swatch. Alright, here is Huntington Beach swatched. So in between swatches, I do like to use a little bit of a lip scrub, and I put a little bit of foundation over my lips so you guys can see the real full color. So we got 3 more. Let's dive into the next one. Is this my favorite one? I said that about all of them. Let's just keep it real here. All right, so this shade is called Cherry Wet, and it is a vibrant, very vibrant red-pink hybrid. Of course, you'll see in a second, it is the color of cherry juice, honey. And I love pairing this with Thirst Trap. All right, here's Cherry Wet, swatched and dried down. All right, 2 more shades to go. Bam, here is the 7th out of the 8. This shade is called Yummy, and it is a gorgeous burnt orange with some glitter in there and some sparkle. I love this shade. It is so perfect for summer, for fall, for whatever really the fuck you want. Let's swatch Yummy. I also forgot to mention, I'm just gonna do a little insert here, that my formula is vegan, cruelty-free. It's actually eye safe. A lot of people dip in and use liner brushes to do really crazy, colorful liners. Lipstick Nick, of course, has done that a million times on this channel. And just side note, these do retail for $18 if you've never bought one of my lipsticks before. All right, let's get Yummy done here. All right, so Yummy is really special. Just like Fudge Pop, take your finger when it's dry. Ooh, look at that sparkle, honey. It just kind of activates the glitter a little bit more in the formula, and voila. Now you can take your light, of course, and really get the full effect of how it's gonna look outside, but ooh, I love Yummy. Last but not least, and I'm really excited about this one, I think a lot of you are gonna be excited as well. So this next one is called 818. 818 with parentheses, bam, because that is the area code of Calabasas and the Valley in Los Angeles. Now, the reason why I'm really excited about this one is because its younger sister, 714, was such a huge hit. Now, this came out years ago, actually in pink packaging. It was discontinued. I brought it back again, summer 15. And this is actually one of my top selling lipsticks of all time. And the formula was just never there. It was always a little streaky, and just because of the way the pigments are in my formula with the extreme comfortability with pigment, it just didn't work. I still love this shade, so happy, and I know all of you live for it out there, but I thought, girl, I've moved, we're in Calabasas now, it's time to give her an older sister, so here is 818. And I think this one is top 3 favorite shades. All right, here is 818, swatched and dry. Alright you guys, so there was all 8 Velour liquid lipsticks, so watch! And of course the shade names and the prices of everything in this collection with the palette will be down below in the description box. Now we got the palette done, we got the lipsticks done. Let's dive into the accessories. Now I am really excited. Besides this creamsicle star mirror, there are a few more, and speaking of desserts and ice cream, you guys might not be ready for this one, but we have a few new mirrors entering the Jeffree Star Cosmetics family, and sword fight, here they are. Is anyone hungry? Because I am. We have the, we'll call this the orange ice cream popsicle mirror, and then of course we have the yummy pop. This is just, oh, you guys know what this is. This is literally the definition of summer in America. And I thought it'd be really fun to change the shapes on these ones. So look at all those fingerprints, y'all, woo! So these are really fun, and they're actually big, so you guys can see the difference. They may seem a little slim, but look at my big old horse face. Hello! You can see everything, and I've done my makeup with these on the road secretly. I've been playing around with different designs. There's a lot of cool stuff also coming for holiday. I just love mirrors, and thank you guys for loving them as well. So just like the star mirror, both popsicle mirrors will be retailing for $20. Also for summer, I wanted to expand on the makeup bags because so many of you bought a lot of these. Like, I cannot believe the astronomical number of people that bought makeup bags, so thank you so much for all the love. And also there's videos of people seeing how many palettes and lipsticks they can fit inside of the original, we'll call this the OG JSC bag, and a lot fits in here. But to me, when you're traveling, you might want to put more makeup in. So I thought when making the next design, I know that this fits a lot, but when I travel, I like to bring a lot of shit. So I thought we need a few a little bit bigger. So this is introducing the BAM! Big ice cream reflective Jeffree Star Cosmetics bag. Now it does come with stuffing, of course, so it keeps the shape. This does pull out. If you guys thought this one was big, let's show a little comparison. And we'll do some zoom ins on this so you can really see the material. This outside is so reflective and crazy. It's like a mirror fabric with like hollow, and it just came out stunning. So here is the new orange bag versus the OG bag. As you can see, the new one is very big and it is a lot wider. A lot fits in this. I was bringing this in my carry-on. So this literally, girl, I'm like, give me some palettes, baby. This fits blood sugar like it's nothing. It's like, oh, hi, blood sugar, how are you, honey? And then you just gotta put your androgyny in there. Got your beauty killer, which, hi, 2-year anniversary was just a few days ago. Cannot believe that. It fits so much. Oh, you might want to bring a little 24 karat palette. How are you? You might want to bring a Chanel face mist on the plane. You might want to fit your beauty sponges. You might want to do every single liquid lip we swatched here today. Like, bitch, this shit is large. So if you're someone that likes a big bag, you're definitely gonna love this one. And the orange reflective bag retails for $28. All right, then I also thought it'd be really fun to make a little travel bags that were bigger than this and in a different shape if you wanted to bring foundations and stuff for under the plane, in the car, get ready on your private jet, Rolls Royce, Nissan Sentra. That was my first car. All right, so I'd like to introduce the brand new Jeffree Star Cosmetics travel bag. Now, bitch, she is big. Now, this is the OG one, and as you can see, this one is very big. Now, I took out the stuffing on this already, but it does keep its shape pretty nice. Now, this will come in this gorgeous pink and also a beautiful orange color. So there are 2 colorways, and I want to show you guys the detailing on the zippers. This has a little moment. Ooh, look at my nails with the bag. Yes, honey. And then when you unzip it, of course, I took out all the stuffing already, but you do have a zipper up here. I love putting lip liners. By the way, Jeffree Star Cosmetics lip liners? Oh, they're coming soon in a few months. You have pouches right under here, and there is a lot of room in there. Where's Blood Sugar? Because she's a big bitch. All right, so here is Blood Sugar, and it fits perfectly on the bottom of this. So as you see in here, like, she is deep, and I love it deep. So they both will be retailing for $30, and of course they have the beautiful enamel metal on the front, and of course this is faux vegan leather. It's really buttery and really soft. It just feels amazing. Alright, so I really wanted to get this reveal video up because I know June 16th is around the corner and I've never had this happen before, but I actually had a production delay in my Velour lip scrubs. So I do not have them in front of me to show you, and I'm hopping on an airplane off to Finland and Norway right now. So life has been crazy, but I'm just gonna tell you guys the flavors right now. Of course, I'll show visuals in a few days and I'll include them in a future video. But for summer 18, we have orange gummy bear. It is so delicious. We have pink lemonade and we have rainbow sherbet ice cream. Oh my god. Now, if you are a fan of the lip scrubs, my top seller besides strawberry gum, blue raspberry sucker. You guys live for this one, and let's be honest, so do I. Hi, I'm hungry right now. So we got rainbow sherbet, orange gummy bear, and pink lemonade coming, and of course they will all be in orange components. I'm hungry, girl. And of course, if you forgot anything in this video, it will be linked down below. I'm just so excited for summer. I am just so excited for this collection, for the palette, for the lipsticks, for everything. So, all right, before I say goodbye, I just wanna say thank you to everyone out there that has supported all of my previous eyeshadow palettes. They have become such big hits for my brand, and I'm so excited to introduce this fourth one to the Star family. So thank you guys so much for all the love, for all the support, and I'm so excited for this collection to launch. Everything will be launching, of course, on June 16th. If you forget, everything will be linked down below. Oh, also, before I go, I do want to make sure you guys all are aware that me and my best friend Lipstick Nick are going on tour. The Behind the Brush tour will first launch in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then Houston, Texas. For dates and tickets, of course, go down below again. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all soon. Mwah. Oh shit, girl, yes. Look at that fucking pigment.